Today we're going to make a German dish called cheese buttons. It's a simple one. It uses just some eggs, flour, dry cottage cheese. Alright, so we need 3 cups flour. We get ourselves 3 cups flour. 1. This is for the dough. So this is for the dough. So what you're going to do is you're going to wrap the filling, which is cheese and some other stuff, inside there, and you're going to a little salt. And then you need eggs. Two eggs. And just enough water to soften the dough. Then we're going to put it in our handy dandy mixer here and let that mix up until it's soft and dough-like. Like I said, the directions call for softening the dough, so you might have to add a little more water, which is fine. Add whatever amount of water you think you need. Alright, there's your dough, all sticky and stuff, so make sure you use flour on your hands when you're playing with it. But with cheese buttons, you need yourself some good old 50-50 country sausage. Fry that up with a little bit of water. Alright, for this you're going to need dry cottage cheese, is preferred. Two cups. This is about 2 cups. Two eggs. Two eggs, and we're going to mix that up, and then we're going to saute some onions and put it in here. So let's mix this up first here. Don't be afraid to get your hands dirty. Just make sure you wash them first. And this is your cheese button base. So this is what goes inside the dough when you make it. Okay, like I said, we're gonna saute some onions here. So you got your salt, butter, salted butter, a little flavor. Let that melt down on here. Okay, so we got the salted butter down. Now we're just going to simply put the onions on. Alright, now we're just going to mix them around in the butter. Let them absorb that butter. grilled onions going here. And then on the other side, we're going to get that sausage going. Now, if you have a pan, you can put this in the pan with some water. But it doesn't work very well if you're not leveled on a black stone. Now with your cheese buttons, you can either pan fry them or you can fry them in water. We're going to pan fry ours. As soon as these onions get golden brown, okay, so while we're waiting, you're just going to get your dough and you're going to try making a flatten it out here a little bit. And like I said, this is where your cheese button, your cheese base is going to go inside here, and you're going to fold it up. Kind of like if you're making wontons or something. Now, if you're in North Dakota and you don't want to make your own cheese buttons, there's a restaurant in Mandan called Freed's. On Fridays, they have cheese buttons. They are really good. So, if you want to try cheese buttons, I would definitely go there and try some cheese buttons. See how our onions are getting golden brown? And how our sausage is getting golden brown. Like I said, we're going to pan fry all our cheese buttons. So what we're going to do is we're going to put them on here after this is done. We're going to put butter on here and then we're going to pan fry them. Get yourself some black pepper. Put a little bit of that in your cheese button mix. Alright, so we got our cheese button mix here. These onions look like they're good. We're going to throw them in here in the mix. And then we're just going to mix it around. To incorporate all that. Alright. Turn the temperature down a little bit. Get some more butter on here. And then if you will, come over here. We're going to put about that much. And then, like I said, it's kind of like you're making a little button or a pocket. So you're going to fold. You're going to fold again. And then you're going to fold one more time. Make sure your little pocket doesn't fall apart. Squish it together. kind of like so. And then you're going to come back over here, flat side down. That's how I like to make them. And then just let it cook up. Turn your sausage while you're there. Put a little flour on your hands to get the dough. And you're going to make yourself another pocket. So we'll come over here. And we got a little too much dough there. The key is to make sure your hands got the flour on them. And then you just stretch it out. Flatten it. You can use a rolling pin if it really helps you. Put it on the plate. Grab your mix. Put your mix on the plate. And then you're going to make pockets again. Over. 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 Try getting it so it stays together. Over, 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 and try getting it to stay together. Then you got your button again. Place it down on the grill. Then you're just going to want to repeat that for the next steps. Now, like I said, you can boil these in water. Today we are not boiling them in water. I just didn't feel like... I really don't like them boiled in water. I like the crisp of the grilled. But this is traditional German dish. Pairs nicely with some 50-50 sausage. Or you can use different kinds of sausage depending on your preferred beef. I enjoy showing you how to cook these dishes, so I hopefully you enjoy learning how to cook them with me. That's one thing you can do. You can cook your onions, or you can put them in raw, depending on what you prefer for flavor. If you're a raw onion person, put them in raw. If you'd like to have some grilled onions, well, then just grill them up. Alright, so this guy here, he looks pretty done, so we're going to take him off. We're going to check these other guys here. It all depends on, it tends to be more, depends on where the grill is. It tends to be hotter right here in the middle. Like I said, you want to kind of get it a stretchy consistency, so it stretches. Some people say wet cottage cheese is fine. I prefer dry cottage cheese in these, but preferences will vary. Alright, so always check your meat. Since this is pork, you want it above 170. 160, 170. Not done yet. Interesting. Well, that took a little longer. And then all you do is serve on top. When you're serving it, you just put some heavy whipped cream, spread all around on top of them for your flavoring. So that's how you make cheese buttons. Like I said, just take the heavy whipped cream, when you serve it, put it on top, cut up your sausage, and enjoy.